All right. We are live. Good evening, everyone out there in Facebook and YouTube land. Just decided to record this late night live, so thank you all for joining me. My name is Voltaire, and I run an agency out of California. And yeah, we help businesses reduce the stress and overwhelm that comes with running a business by prescribing them one thing for them to work on that'll move that needle forward. And if you want to learn more about it, go to kaizensigmaco.com, and set up a time to talk, and we'll talk. So, anyways, I wanted to kind of talk about this just because the Super Bowl happened in the US yesterday. And I wanted to bring up the question of what do you think a business would say if someone were to call and say that they were the Super Bowl and said, hey, we have a TV spot for you. You can run your ad on the Super Bowl. Um, what do you think that business would say? I think the business would jump on that chance. I think it's like the holy grail, in terms of anyone that's running ads. I'm sure that business would be like, oh my god, I'm going to be on the Super Bowl, which of course is going to be like $1 billion or something like that. But let's say you can be on the Super Bowl for 100 grand instead of the usual 5 or 10 million for 30 seconds that they usually charge, or whatever it is. I think a lot of businesses would scramble at that chance, even if they didn't have the money. Um, I think they would take out loans and they would try to sell or do an offsite sale, but they would really try to capture the chance to be on the Super Bowl for 100 grand because it's the Super Bowl. And I mean, they're going to think that all of these people are going to see their ad. But, and it makes a lot of sense. But you got to wonder, okay, how many people watching that ad that you're paying 100 grand for, and that's the cheap version, by the way, how many people watching the Super Bowl are even going to see your ad? Okay, so let's just say, I don't know, let's just say it's 1 million people, which is still pretty good. 1 million people see your ad on the Super Bowl. But then you got to ask yourself, all right, well, of those million people, how many of them actually care about the thing that you're selling, right? Because you have to remember that the Super Bowl is just like this huge hodgepodge of people from all walks of life and all interests and all populations or whatever. So I don't know, maybe you're going to get 10% of those people actually interested in what you're selling. So that's what? That's 100,000 people, and you paid $100,000. So you paid $1 for a complete stranger who's maybe interested in your stuff to watch a commercial during the Super Bowl. So why I wanted to bring that up is because you don't need to do that. This is the new television and radio. And this is my son's, by the way, so that's why it's blue. But anyways, this right here, your iPad, your iPhone, your tablet, and smartphone, that is the new television and radio. And I think that everyone can agree that a majority of the population spends a ridiculous amount of time watching videos and just consuming content on these, right? So take it as the new TV. I mean, you can get on this and get in front of whoever you want to at a much cheaper rate than what it would cost to advertise on the Super Bowl. I mean, even in this Super Bowl situation, it's still cheaper. And I'll give you an example. So my agency does content and direct response marketing for some rather successful companies that are doing a lot, and I mean a lot of advertising. And we come in and we make their ads better or perform better. And one of the tricks is that we know that we can identify the perfect person for that company and get them, depending on the industry, we can get them to watch a 6 minute long commercial on the phone or on the tablet on social media as a paid ad for under $1 a person, right? So, I mean, typically in some markets, depending on if it's a mass market, and that could we could usually get it down to about 30 cents per view. And that's watching the whole 6 minute long ad on social media. So you're talking 30 cents for for a complete stranger to watch a 6 minute long ad. Hey, everybody. Hey, thanks for jumping on. Um, can't imagine why you guys are all awake at this time, but welcome. We're just talking about why social media ads beat Super Bowl ads. So if you're just hopping on, feel free to comment and let me know what you think is better or why you think it's better. If not, feel free to disagree. But what I was saying is when you do paid advertising through social media, if someone watches 100% or whatever you deem appropriate of the percentage that they watch, just like a video like this one, if someone watches 100% of a video like this, you can retarget that same person with additional content that is valuable to them. And what happens? I mean, that means that you're building brand awareness. You're causing that person to know, like, and trust you because your content is valuable. And when the time is appropriate, you pretty much make them an offer, just as simple as anyone else, right? I mean, that's just the way that selling goes. So you would say something like, I don't know, hey, I noticed that you've been watching a lot of my videos. If you want some of the stuff that I sell, you can go ahead and go to this website and check it out. That didn't sound creepy at all. But obviously, you would script it better than that. But you get what I'm saying. So the point is, if you are advertising in any capacity, whether it's online or it's through direct mail or through television or radio, um, do not uh, do not discount social media as something that nobody uses, or Facebook is dying, or that social media marketing just doesn't work, or advertising on Facebook and Instagram doesn't work. No, not at all. You can actually get the perfect message in front of the perfect person, your perfect customer, for literally pennies on the dollar. So, I mean, is that something worth testing? Yeah, I definitely think it is. So don't discount social media. It's definitely worth testing, and it could cost you way less than a hypothetical, never going to happen Super Bowl commercial type offer. So, anyways, thanks so much for watching the video. And if you found it helpful, or you find yourself thinking, I think Voltaire knows what he's talking about when it comes to ads. So I think maybe he should run some of my campaigns for me. Go ahead and go to kaizensigmaco.com. That's kaizensigmaco.com. You can fill out the contact form there. Just click the blue button. It'll take you to answer a few basic questions. Fill it out, click submit. We'll get on a phone call to talk, and we'll see if we can help you out. So yeah, once again, thank you all for watching this super late night live. I don't even remember what time it is. Yeah, it's pretty late. But yeah, and if you found this valuable, or if you know anyone that might think that this content is valuable, please share this video with them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, hopefully.